Hello, algebra students. Mr. Lawrence here, and we are going to do systems of linear equalities. Now, if you didn't get linear equalities the first times around in the last chapter, you need to get systems. Make sure you get in for help and know how to do this. All right, my first system is the blue and yellow equations here, and you'll see why I did them in blue and yellow. And they're both looking like slope y-intercept forms, so I'm going to graph the blue one here. Let's see, a slope, an intercept of -5, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. And my slope is 2 over 1, right? And so I'm going to have a dashed line because it's not equal to, so let's see, 2 over 1, 2 over 1, 2 over 1, 2 over 1, 2 over 1. So I'll take up as much of the graph as I can. And remember, I need a test point. Do my test point with a blue X. I love to use 0, 0. When I plug 0 in for Y and 0 in for X, I get that 0 is greater than -5, which is absolutely a true statement. So I'm going to shade in this kind of blue color here. I don't want to go with a dark blue. And you'll see I think this is like super duper cool, and you guys have a huge advantage here, especially artsy fartsy kind of people, because you're going to see something that's going to make this very visual. Oh, try to stay in the lines. Don't tell Mrs. Wenmouth, please. All right, there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to graph this yellow one, and I'm going to do the points in red because the yellow just doesn't show up that well. So I have a y-intercept of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I have a slope of -3/4, so I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, and over 1, 2, 3, 4, and down 1, 2, 3, and over 1, 2, 4, and it's also going to be a broken line because it's not equal to up 1, 2, 3, back 1, 2, 3, 4, and so it's going to do something like this. And I'm going to go ahead and extend that a little bit. Of course, I'll put an arrowhead on the end. Going to use my test point. Love to plug in 0, 0. Same test point, right? 0 is less than 0 plus 6. Is 0 less than 6? Why, yes, it is. So since that's my yellow equation, I'm going to shade it in yellow. And I'm going to shade the side of that line. Now watch what's going to happen. Oh my goodness, the suspense is killing me. Oh, look at that. Some of the shaded area is green. The solution to this system of inequalities is the green region. Yeah, it's the part of the graph that got shaded twice. Okay, now, I know Corvus is going to say, well, Mr. Lawrence, is that little yellow spot right there not included in the shaded region? No, Corvus, of course it is. It's just that Mr. Lawrence missed a spot when I was doing it, and that's okay, right? So, my solution is this quadrant here, bounded by those dashed lines. That's pretty cool and pretty simple. Let's go down, try one more. We've got two equations in standard form. All right, the x-intercept looks like it's going to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. The y-intercept looks like it's going to be -3. 1, 2, 3. Looks like I'm going to get a solid line because it's equal to. And it looks like my slope is rise 3, run 6. So I can go down 1, 2, 3, and back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like that. I'll slap an arrowhead on that. Now, my test point, I plug 0 minus 0 in for x and y. I get a true statement. I'm going to shade where the origin is. So I'm going to shade all of this region here. Oh, little sound effects for you for your shading viewing pleasure. All right. Now when you do these for homework, it's okay if you use colored highlighters. Just make sure you have it correct before you do. You don't want to use colored highlighters. One thing you can do is just really lightly with a pencil. For the one, you could go like that. And then for the other one, you can go like that. And the part that'll be the checked part will be the part that's a solution. See how we got some squares there? Okay, so you can try something like that. All right, the other equation looks like it's going to have an x-intercept of 2 and a y-intercept of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then going to be a solid line, yes. So I'm going to go up 5 and back 2. Get a nice long line like that. And going to plug 0, 0 in. And we'll get 0 plus 0 is greater than or equal to 10. Well, of course that's not true. So I'm not going to shade the origin side of that line. So I'm going to shade the opposite side. So this would be the opposite side. So I'm going to come here and presto. Look at that. Okay, and of course we know that this, where did my cursor go? I don't see you. Okay, sorry, I had a little technical difficulty. We know that this part here that's like going just over line is not really part of the solution. The solution is in this quadrant here. It's bounded by this line and bounded by that line, but it goes forever in this direction and that direction and that direction, and if you want in that direction. Okay? All right, that's it for today. It should be super easy stuff. Mr. Lawrence signing off. Good night, everybody.